Happening now, police crack down on distracted driving. A Jamestown woman arrested for burglary and assault charges.
And I'm Dakota Hunter in the First Defense Weather Center. Well, we've got some nice sunshine for today with some milder temperatures, but don't get used to it. We fall right back down a hole for the middle of the week, and it turns windy for the middle of the week too. Once again, we'll talk about it coming up.
And New York's trout season opened yesterday for anglers. That's news now for Monday, April 2nd, 2018.
Live and on demand from the Chautauqua Audio Works studios in downtown Jamestown. This is your source for breaking news. WNY News Now.
And thanks for joining us. Good Monday to you. I'm Justin Gould. 37 degrees right now. You're looking live at the Chautauqua Lake Skycam. A rundown of the stories you need to know is moments away. But first, we turn to Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter, who's standing by now with a live look at our weather. Hey, Dakota.
Hey, good Monday afternoon, everybody. And boy, you might want to enjoy the milder temperatures today and that sunshine today, because things will be changing as we get into the middle of the week. Once again, let's take a look at Lynx 1 and we'll break down the forecast for today. So pretty much for today, we're going to see nice sunshine. There's going to be a mix of sun and clouds throughout the day. So otherwise, you might want to enjoy it, and it will be warmer. Now, temperatures yesterday were held down into the 30s. And look at the temp range for today. 41 near the immediate Lake Erie shoreline, going to 47 inland, and of course we have a light wind east around 3 to 6 miles per hour. So sunny today with a few clouds, but things change for the middle of the week. It turns windy once again, and yes, that S word might have to come back into the forecast. We'll talk about it in just a little bit. Back to you, Justin.
All right, Dakota, thank you. New York State Police will be in marked and unmarked vehicles pulling over distracted drivers, part of a statewide crackdown announced today. Operation Hang Up will be conducted from April 12th to the 16th as part of National Distracted Driving Awareness Month. Troopers will aggressively ticket drivers using handheld devices like smartphones during Operation Hang Up. Current New York State law includes wide-ranging penalties for distracted drivers and fines from $50 to $450. Let us know what you think about this story in the comments, and we'll talk about it in our new and noteworthy segment coming up in just a bit. In other news, a 34-year-old man is facing several charges related to a domestic dispute that occurred late Sunday. Jamestown police say that all occurred shortly before 11:30 when they responded to 225 Steel Street for the reported domestic violence incident. Authorities allege that Chad Biachi damaged plates, threatened a woman with a knife, and took her cell phone away so that she couldn't call for help. He reportedly left the scene before police arrived, but was located a short distance away. The man was charged with menacing and multiple counts of mischief. He will be arraigned this afternoon in Jamestown City Court. And a 56-year-old woman is facing burglary and assault charges after police say she punched her neighbor in the face at an East 2nd Street house. Investigators responded to UPMC Chautauqua WCA Hospital, where on Saturday they interviewed the victim, who alleged that her neighbor, Citra A. Goldsmith, entered her apartment and punched her in the face several times, causing injury. Police located Goldsmith and charged her with second-degree burglary and third-degree assault. She sits in city jail waiting arraignment. And New York's trout fishing season kicked off yesterday. The state's Department of Environmental Conservation says it will stock more than 2 million catchable-sized trout in 315 lakes and ponds in roughly 2,800 miles of streams around the state. The state estimates that 647,000 anglers will fish for trout in New York this season. And today is Dingus Day. We're asking the question, what the heck is it? Well, the Polish holiday immediately follows Easter Sunday, and it mainly celebrates love. Guys, on this day, you'll get to get the ladies a little wet. Boy, I didn't realize it'd sound like that when I said it. Sprinkling or drenching them with water is your main goal. Chase after those girls with squirt gun, buckets, or other containers of water. The more bold and gallant, the better. Many choose to use cologne on this day to attract attention. Hitting the ladies on the legs with those famed pussy willows is also tradition. And yes, ladies, you can strike back. Get your revenge tomorrow when the tradition has it you throw dishes or cookery back at the boys. Ouch. And it has become increasingly popular for ladies to get their revenge today by tossing a little water back. Dingus Day is also called Wet Easter Monday. Wonder why. On the other side, we're hearing from you. Let us know what you think about these stories and more in our Noteworthy segment right after this.
WNY News Now is sponsored by Chautauqua Audio Works, 3335 South Roberts Road in Fredonia. More than a music store. Call 794333. Call now 679-4333.
EagleZip.com is your local one-stop shop for all of your home and business computer needs. Located on Fluvan Avenue Extension, just outside of Jamestown, EagleZip.com sells and services all brands of desktops and laptops, as well as servers and network equipment for your business. All new computer sales include transferring your data from your old computer, plus a 2-year warranty. Call EagleZip.com today.
Stop by EagleZip.com today and let us make computers easy for you.
WNY Sports Now is powered by Phone Zone of Jamestown. With the largest inventory around, we buy and sell our own merchandise at a price that can't be beat. Have a broken screen? We'll fix it. Learn more at phonezoneshop.com. You're watching WNY News Now, where coverage comes first.
And welcome back to News Now. It's now time to hear from you in our new and noteworthy segment. Ryan Hedrick, the official WNY News Now commentator, joins us at the desk.
I'm a mascot. You know, Dingus Day sounds like a walking, talking, like FCC violation.
I know, doesn't it?
Making girls squirt, getting girls wet.
Oh my God.
Pussy willows. Oh my God.
I know.
I think we're in trouble
with
now.
This stuff?
The Polacks.
You don't need to say anymore.
Oh man, you know what? It is. It's good to be here, and it's also good that it's April because I feel like a transition, even though Dakota mentioned like the S word, which we all know is snow, not the other word. You know, I think that April signifies a couple of things. It signifies baseball, which if you're a Pirates fan out there, you've got to be excited. Matt Hummel is listening. He's probably the biggest Pirates fan that I know. They're 3-0 right now. I think they're going to go to 4-0 with their home opener, which is not canceled, unlike New York Yankees home opener today, which, did you see the snow globe that is Yankee Stadium? Isn't that crazy?
I'm glad it's not here.
I am too.
I'm kind of surprised it's not here, actually.
You know what? New York City deserves its share of snow. They always get away, when we're getting crapped on, they always get away with sunny, nice, milder days than upstate has.
At least we have sunshine today. That's always good.
I think you're right. Lots of crazy news stuff happening.
I know. What is up with all these domestics over the weekend?
You know,
between that neighbor just walking up in this woman's house, that's what police say anyways, walking up and hitting her in the face.
It's like a home invasion,
right?
Almost. A burglary home invasion. I don't know. There's always much more of the story. That's why when I was working from home yesterday and I called Sergeant Bentley, who does a great job over the weekend with the 2nd Platoon, and I asked him, like, how much money did this guy have on him? He's like, well, he had enough to pay for the buffet. And I don't know. The point I'm trying to make is there's always multiple sides to the story.
Right.
There's always multiple sides to the story. So I really think that in order to get to the bottom of the story, you really have to be there. But yeah, this woman just walking into somebody's home and punching her in the face doesn't strike me as anything normal. There's always multiple sides to the story.
I agree.
Hello, Alberta. How are you? I really think it's what Steve Patterson says. I don't know.
I don't know what he's trying to say, but
BS?
Maybe.
I don't know. Steve's an opinionated guy. One of the most active commenters we have on our
really
Facebook
appreciate
by
it.
far.
Again, if you have something to say, let us know right now. I have this cute little tablet where I can check and refresh comments. Let's see. Steve also said, Stiff New York State wants to pay my phone bill, then can pay my phone bill. They can't tell me who I can call or text.
Oh, I know what he's talking about. Distracted driving. Yeah, you know what? Let's focus on this distracted driving initiative because Justin and I are actually setting something up where we are going to travel along with New York State Police as they pull people over for distracted driving. We formally sent that request for you out there to make sure that you know exactly what's going on behind the wheel of a New York State police car as they're trying to pull you over. This is something I'm very interested to see how they go about determining who's distracted and who's not.
Right. And if you really go to the core of the issue, distracted driving, in my opinion, is dangerous.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it is very dangerous.
Yeah.
We cover wrecks, you know, as news, and a lot of the times people are looking at their phone. And, you know, I catch myself when your phone buzzes, you have that urge, right? That urge to look at it, and you shouldn't.
This thing
Because
is
you can
really,
kill
you know
people
what?
with
I'm
with
going to
your
do this
car.
on live TV. I just hate this thing.
But then you see, here's the problem. Ryan
And now then I
is-
can't look at the cameras. I know it's all screwed off, but I just feel
You get information through this.
I feel that somebody's like tugging me by the back of the sweatshirt.
Right.
Like I can look at the monitor
Can
below.
we go to the core of this issue? Ryan doesn't get in studio fast enough, so he gets
That's
in here.
actually not that's not the case at all. That's
If you
not
got
the
in
case
here
at all.
And you put your damn earpiece in, like I have mine. Yeah, I have mine tucked in.
How about this? I'm looking at camera 3 now. 3, 2, 2.
So you
See,
don't know
I'm
that.
following along. No, okay, now I'm at 2. Now I'm at 2. This is crazy. Do it again, 80. Do it again. Bam, 3, 2, 2. See?
Oh,
I'm
God.
good. Well, we lost half our audience now. No, all I'm saying is this. The new distracted
Too much
driving
ham
laws,
in there, but-
you and I
Oh, that's
both
funny.
know. You and I both know the distracted driving laws are all about the payday for Governor Cuomo.
Right.
For me, like when they're giving these grants out, they have to give these grants out.
Mm-hmm.
These federal grants come down to Andrew Cuomo's office and he has to spend the money or else he's going to lose the money.
Right.
I do absolutely believe that New York State Police are 100% invested in your safety. Yes,
Yeah.
I do believe
I
they
believe
are
it.
the least corrupt New York State police agency in the state. I'm not saying any police agencies are corrupt, but if any of them are to be corrupt, I think they're the last to be corrupt. I will tell you this. If they don't spend the money, then they lose the money, so why not spend the money? It's all about dollars and cents. Nobody cares about your safety more than you do. And
Right.
you shouldn't rely on other police agencies to enforce the safety that you already know you shouldn't be talking behind the wheel.
Right.
Already know. So,
Right, and is distracted driving considered to be like eating food? I guess that'd be a question I'd have for Balin. What is distracted driving? Because
And-
you see a lot of people out there. Some people are doing their makeup while they're driving into work.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
You know, they're stuffing their face with their Big Mac.
Right.
You know, and like I have, you know, I just love showing this off. This water bottle. And
now Justin's trying to screw around with it if he's
but
driving
here's the deal.
solo.
If I'm driving, right, you know, it's like, first of all, I got to get this thing open, so now both hands are off the wheel.
Right.
AD says that's why he's always driving.
That's why he's driving with his knees. Nobody drives less distracted than AD Simcoe.
What if you choke on the water while you're driving, and now you're going... Yeah, now you're distracted because you're battling.
What if you're
for
having
your
a heart
life over
attack
some
behind the wheel?
water
That's actually a very real point.
Yeah,
We
that
see
is.
a lot of medical conditions here
that lead to pretty bad accidents.
How about the accident you covered last year at a school when somebody ran into the school and tried to like they had a medical issue,
Right.
And they couldn't help it,
Right.
In that case, are you charged?
Is that the Sinclairville one?
Yeah,
you're talking
that's
about?
exactly the
Right, they
Sinclairville one.
they like hopped the curb or whatever at the Sinclairville Elementary School, and you know the thing was, I mean, there's kids coming to school,
Right.
and do you charge them if it's a medical emergency? I mean, maybe not.
I don't think so.
Kind of far fetched.
Here's my question to you out there. My question to you is this: is this just a cash grab? Remember Faulkner Mayor Jim Rensel said the whole taking the land thing by Jamestown was just a cash grab?
Right, the annexation.
Yeah, the annexation. Is the distracted driving just a big cash grab for
Maybe.
the state? I think it is, because look at the fines, $50 to $450. I mean, You know they're not going to fine you $50.
Right.
If I was to get caught pulled over distracted driving right now, I guarantee
Right.
my first ticket, even though I've never had a ticket for distracted driving, would be $450.
Right.
So everything in New York State
Seems
is
like
a
it's
big cash grab.
Coming up, this conversation continues. Let us know what you're thinking about distracted driving, today's news, anything. Let us know right now in the comments below. When
Steve
we
Patterson
return,
is pissed.
He is pissed.
I want to know if people are
Dakota
pissed off like
Hunter's
Steve
forecast
Patterson.
when we come back. Stay with us.
With coverage that matters. This is WNY News Now. It's tax time, so get to Express Bike and Auto in Jamestown for all of your vehicle needs. Service, inspection, vehicle sales, they do it all. For all of your automotive, motorcycle, and ATV service needs, Express Bike and Auto even offers financing. Your true one-stop vehicle shop is Express Bike and Auto in Jamestown. They're located at 1761 Foot Avenue Extension next to Quick Fill. Express Bike and Auto in Jamestown. Stop looking, start saving today.
I just love to be with the dogs, and I like to do them one at a time. They don't wait for 5 hours in my shop. We have full groom, which includes everything from A to Z, nails, of course brushing, any trimming that needs to be done. I do offer teeth brushing, which is a little extra. So if he takes me 2 hours, it's $40. If he takes me 3 hours, I still keep it down. As long as the dog comes back happy and not at the door, I'm happy.
Now, your first defense forecast with Dakota Hunter.
And welcome back to News Now. Let's take a live look outside downtown Jamestown from the HD News Now cam that's perched right outside of our studio here in downtown Jamestown. Of course, that's the Digital building just directly across the street, and the flag is right here, just off screen. The flag not really flying too much, the wind's not really strong out there, but it's 34 degrees current number at the Jamestown Airport with a nice mix of sun and clouds. It feels like 28 when you combine it with that west wind of 7 miles per hour. And first time in a while, we have 10-mile visibility. How about that? We don't have fog out there as well, so that's pretty good. That is good. That is good. 10-mile visibility is great.
Though 10-mile visibility, I'm like, where's my 20 to 30 mile visibility?
Well,
okay, I digress. I'll let you do the weather.
Well, technically, it's a lot technical, but anyway, let's get it. Yeah, we'll talk with Ryan about that after show, about him wasting my time here. But anyway, current temperatures around the region, it's 32 in Olean at the Allegheny River Valley, 37 in Springville, 36 in Dunkirk, 36 also in Erie. And the winds today, not especially strong. Again, 7 in Jamestown, 12 in Dunkirk, 8 in Erie. But the winds really will pick up going into tomorrow night, and especially going into Wednesday. So we want to give you the first defense on everything you're going to need to know about your windy Wednesday. So first of all, a strong cold front will push in from the west going pretty much Tuesday night going into Wednesday. Now the wind really picks up by the morning hours. Wind gusts could be around 60 miles per hour plus, and it's going to be a rainy Wednesday as well. So showers and thunder showers likely. And because of that, the National Weather Service has issued a high wind watch. Well, they actually reissued the high wind watch. It's in effect for all the counties that was in effect the other day. That's all these counties here shaded in this yellowy mustard color, and that goes until 8 p.m. on Wednesday for the potential for wind gusts around 60 or 65 miles per hour. So 44 degrees at 2 o'clock, a nice mix of sun and clouds. So kind of a nice little combination of both there. 45 degrees at 4 o'clock. It's going to be a nice day. So please make sure you get out and enjoy it. And we'll be right around 41 degrees at 8 o'clock. And again, the winds will continue to be light throughout the day. That is the good news. Now, Doppler vision, nothing going on in our area. That's that high pressure that's spinning around, that's controlling us. But look at these two pressure systems out here. There's a cold front out here, and this is what's going to sweep across our region over the next couple of days, bringing us the unsettled weather. So let's take you through a future scan. This is the in-house Vipercast model. Now I'm starting it pretty much going into tomorrow. So you can see tomorrow morning, rain will start to infiltrate the region tomorrow morning. So probably by the time we come on the air at noon tomorrow, we're going to see some nice rain showers. And then, well, hey, would you rather have snow showers, Ryan?
I don't know. I'd rather have no showers, Dakota. How about that?
Okay, that sounded very disgusting. Yeah, exactly. So anyway, and again, you can see rain will continue throughout the day tomorrow. Now, tomorrow night, that's when that cold front will start to push in later tomorrow night. Pretty much later tomorrow, then going into tomorrow night, the temperatures will really come down, and you can see that here. Well, actually, the temperatures actually perk up. Pardon me. The temperatures will perk up into the mid-50s. It'll be a rainy day tomorrow, and then it will also be another mild day. But the winds really do come up later in the day, but the winds won't be so strong for pretty much throughout the day. It's later tomorrow, going into tomorrow night. The winds really will start to pick up. How about the next 7 days of your life? Coming up, brought to you by Quick Solutions. And there you see for Wednesday, the temperature goes down to 40, and we bring in that windy conditions with a few rain showers as well. And then it just goes downhill from there. 35 on Thursday with a few snow showers as well. It's also going to be breezy again on Friday, and then temperatures held down into the 30s for early next week. We will take a quick break, and News Now will continue right after this.
First Defense Weather is sponsored by Quick Solutions of Jamestown. Count on Quick Solutions for printing, copying, mass mailings, and so much more. Part of your team. Learn more at QuickSolutionsUSA.com. That's QuickSolutionsUSA.com. You're watching WNY News Now, your source for breaking news.
The Main Landing Restaurant. Excellent service, awesome food, and a beautiful view.
Everything's made fresh here. We love to be outside, and it's nice inside if it's raining, so we have a choice.
Locals and non-locals agree that the Main Landing is quickly becoming a destination.
It's just so casual, and just the food is amazing.
I love the hamburgers.
But I really like the tuna I had.
The Main Landing Restaurant. Excellent service, awesome food, and a beautiful view.
What matters to you matters to us. Every story, every day.
I sat down with the candidate following last night's meeting, an interview you will only see on WNY News Now.
Small, proud, and dedicated community that is shocked, angered, sad.
The old Dunkirk City School building has been remodeled and retrofitted with 21st century technology.
Feel demoralized in a sense by the power structure?
I don't really know. I mean, maybe, but there's just not a lot of information, I guess, to change some things, I suppose.
Chautauqua County Executive George Borrello is in the nation's capital right now, advocating for several water projects in the county.
This ban will ultimately lay down some more snow our way over the next 24 or so hours. Now, zooming the radar out.
WNY News Now, where coverage comes first.
Well, welcome back to News Now. The conversation continues with your comments. We're talking texting and driving.
I refuse to be held by a law that was created due to those whom can't handle the responsibility when I'm able to. So my protection and freedom of choice is tinting windows. Cops can't ticket what they can't see. Smathers Raymond, you're wrong. I'm sure to roll my windows down when I see a cop. Now, Smathers, honestly, that to me seems like a lot of work. And you know what?
Right. And
I get it.
Remind you here for a second, there's a degree of tinted windows in New York State that are illegal and you can get a ticket for. So you got to be careful.
You're right about that. And I think the degree is like 30%, which is not, they can see, it's designed for them to see in the windows.
Right. All because they want to see what's going on, because they want to prevent you from texting and driving,
and
or
safety.
doing other illegal things.
Can I tell you a story real quick? And Justin has heard this story a couple of times. Those in my inner circle have heard the story. In Topeka, there was a cop. There were 2 cops shot and killed on one traffic stop. And here's how it happened. The person that intended to kill the police officers, or the police officer, called 911 from a grocery store parking lot. In turn, what that did was create a distracted urgency on the police department's side to respond to this vehicle that the person who called 911 was actually the killer. He said that these people were smoking weed inside a vehicle in this grocery store parking lot. So the cops pulled up. 2 women in the front got out, ran left and right. The cops are like, what happened? Totally distracted. They had tinted windows. Meanwhile, this guy popped up from the back seat with a 12-gauge shotgun. Bop, bop. 2 cops killed on one stop. This happened in Topeka, Kansas, and President Barack Obama actually addressed this. This was in 2015. So for police to not get the upper hand on what you're doing in a vehicle is not fair to them at all. I'm not advocating tinted windows. I am advocating more safety for drivers that are on the road. Be conscientious.
Right.
You know, for you to look at a text message that Joe Schmo is sending, it's not that important.
Right.
If it is important, pull off to the side and read the message and respond to it appropriately. Mary Keller, cheaper not using your cell phone, not getting windows tinted.
I agree.
Actually, I agree with that.
Yeah.
I agree with that. We want you to be part of the conversation. Hit us up on Facebook or on Twitter.
Almost spilled your cereal. Gary, hey, thanks, buddy. We appreciate that. Let's go back. Wait. Josh said, a lady pulled out in front of me today texting, I almost spilled my bowl of cereal.
You know what? I actually think Josh is telling the truth. He probably did have a bowl of cereal.
Hey, a man's got to eat, right?
Yeah, on the move.
Whatever, right?
I've done it before.
Yeah.
I've seen Justin eat a 5-course meal driving us to a breaking news story.
What's ironic?
Don't lie. You've done that before.
Time out. You know what's ironic about this?
I know you have.
I suck at eating and driving.
You do.
Like, you have to feed it to me.
In fact, Justin
it's true.
wanted me to feed him a sandwich while we were driving to a breaking news story last week.
Can you please open it up?
Absolutely not. Pull in the parking lot, eat your food, and then we'll get to the
Alberta,
story.
I agree with this. It's a rough topic for sure. And a lot of people have that mentality of, well, not me. This isn't going to happen to me until you run somebody over.
I was working at WBEN on a Saturday. It was about 3 years ago, anchoring the news on the weekend, supplementing my income from what I wasn't getting at KISS FM. So in the course of driving back and forth, also taking care of my son, stayed up late the night before and just kind of felt groggy the whole way there. I fought through it, made it to BEN, coming back at about 4:30 in the afternoon. I fell asleep at the wheel on 60. I was so tired. I woke up to find my vehicle merging into oncoming traffic into the path of a big rig. I was able to get out of the way of it, but here's my thing. If you're not well rested and well prepared for the road, it's not you. How many times have your parents told you, or friends told you, it's the other person that you need to worry about.
Right. So Samanthers? Yeah, Samanthers.
I understand why the law was created, but make the tint law federal, not at the state level. Don't all cops' lives matter? Absolutely all cops' lives matter, but what's done at the federal level has to trickle down to the state level.
And
right?
I agree with her, because each state has a different tint policy.
Right.
And a different texting and driving policy.
Right.
Then it's not universal.
Right.
So, like, if you come from Florida, say, and you come up here and you got your tinted windows and you're now living in New York, you're eligible to get tickets. I know people who have gotten tickets. But then the question that you have to ask yourself is, how far do we want to take this? How much control do we want the feds to have?
Also, look at
right? Because if you want to have tinted windows, move to Florida.
How would
they have tinted windows because it's hot and sunny. That's why. That's their explanation.
How would you feel if the Jamestown Police Department or the Fredonia Police Department or the Chautauqua County Sheriff's Office or the state police pulled you over and before they approached your vehicle, they told you to roll down the window using their megahorn and throw both hands out of the side of your vehicle? That's how Topeka, Kansas police pull you over because of that. What we do, how we say it, and what's done to police officers has a wide-ranging effect on how they affect traffic stops.
Right.
And there are different policies for different agencies. I want to know how the viewers would feel out there if they had to throw their hands out the vehicle. Now, this has happened to me before because everybody that stopped in Topeka, Kansas gets stopped under the premise of they have to throw their hands out the vehicle, even sometimes throw your keys out of the vehicle before the cops even approach, and you feel guilty.
Right, and it's
you feel guilty. You feel like a felon on a traffic stop before anything happens.
Right, and I understand why they do it, because they don't want to die.
Right.
So, yeah, let us know what you're thinking. Let's turn to Dakota Hunter. Dakota, you don't drive, do you?
Not at this point in my life. I don't.
Only in the snow.
Yes, only in the snow. Yes, exactly.
Have you ever been pulled over for doing a weather forecast while driving?
Not that I can remember, though. But I do have that magic carpet, you know.
If you were asked to put your hands out the window, would you tell the police it's sunny or cold during the traffic stop?
Depends.
Would you lie to them?
To
if they said, give us the best forecast you have and come out with your hands up.
I've watched enough cops and, I've watched enough live PD to fully understand that, I don't know. I mean, I think if I was ever being pulled over, I'd probably just tell the truth. I mean, it saves you.
What else are you going to do?
Yeah, I mean, it saves you the heartache in the long run. It's like, on Cops, all the time, we see on Cops, on the show, like, do you have drugs in the car? And they say no. They search the car and they find it. Be like, okay. Anyway,
you have snow in the car.
Yeah, exactly.
Be careful how you answer that, sir.
It's snow, I promise. Anyway, let's take a look at that Quick Solution 7-day one final time. And you can pretty much see for today, 43 degrees and loads of sunshine for you. Now, tomorrow, it's going to be rainy, around 55 degrees. But then Thursday, pretty much, it's pretty much Tuesday night going into Wednesday. That is when we get into some of those gusty winds. And we do have a high wind watch that will go into effect pretty much early Wednesday going into Wednesday afternoon. Temperatures just go right back down into the 30s for early next week, Justin.
All right, Dakota, thank you. Of course, check Dakota's forecast all the time at WNYNewsNow.com. That's it for us today. News continues online at WNYNewsNow.com. Join us right back here tomorrow. We'll have more fun. Have a great day.